Namaste, Namaskaram, Vanakkam, Namo Namaha, Jai Ganesha. Please visit our website at classicalyoga.org, and there is a donate button, and please help us out. And please stand up for the Hindu yoga, religious, spiritual, scientific, philosophical lifestyle. It's all of those things. Remember, we are Hindus. We do yoga, all of it, to reach Atmana. From the Rig Veda, Hindu samudra idayarti vayu bhir. Hindu, with the support of the breath, grab a hold of the cosmic ocean within. We are Hindus. Also known as Rita Dharma, Vedic Dharma, Yoga Dharma, Sanatana Dharma, Brahmanism, Hinduism, the Hindu religion, Sabeka, Sarva Ekam. And we do yoga, all of it. Yoge, Samana, Parivam, Sapta, Shravato, Rato, Gat. Through the many Hindu yogas, we tap into the beautiful inner nature and the seven flowing rivers of the seven chakras. And our goal is to reach Atmana. Vidma hitva sahasras atman. Give us the knowledge of Atma Darshana Paramo Dharma. We are Hindus, we do yoga, Karma Bhakti Raja Jnana, Hatha Mantra Japa Naranatha Kundalini, to reach Atma Darshana Paramo Dharma. And to accomplish this Atma Darshana, we must all find our inner warrior, Antar Kshatriya, the youthful, loving warrior within, which is actually the epitome of Skanda, Muruga, and Hanumanji, and your heart chakra. It's within you, the youthful, loving warrior. So today's podcast, Vira Hanuman, the warrior Hanuman. Are you a proactive warrior? Or are you a reactive coward? If we're honest, we've probably all been cowardly at some point in our life. But we must ultimately learn, like Ganesha, standing up to protect his Mataji. Like Hanumanji, the epitome of the Karma Yogi and the Bhakti Yogi, we must learn to find that inner warrior. Like Skanda, who defeated the evil demon Taraka. Like Durgama, who defeated the evil demon Mahishasura. Hinduism is full of these warriors. We must find the inner Kshatriya and be a proactive warrior, rather than simply reacting, running away, being cowardly. Again, we're all in this together. We've all probably done it at one time or another as we're trying to learn this lesson of finding that inner courage. And this is the powerful symbolism of these youthful, loving warrior deities within the Hindu yoga dharma, of Skanda and Hanumanji and Durgama. As we learn to stand up for principles, stand up for the dharma. And these devatas, these gurus, devatas, and hopefully our outer gurus in this material world are teaching us to do just that, to be proactive warriors, which starts with following the dharma and karma yoga, understanding right from wrong, basic principles of life, and service, seva. This is karma yoga, the Hindu understanding of what's right and what's wrong, and of selfless service. And then we exert full-on devotion, bhakti yoga, to the task at hand. This is why Hanumanji is considered the epitome of the karma yogi and the bhakti yogi. As the karma yogi, he was always ready to serve. Remember his two great leaps in the Ramayana, where he leapt to Lanka to spy out the place and set it ablaze, and then leapt again up north to get the herb to save the life of Lakshmana. Immediately serving Sita Ram, serving the mission, serving Hindu Dharma, building the bridge to Lanka. And he did all of this with full-on devotion to Ram and Sita. Remember when he opened his heart? Therein was enshrined Ram and Sita. So Hanumanji was teaching us, through example, the epitome of what it is to be a Hindu, following Hindu Dharma. We do Karma, Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. Again, why this is so important in today's total distortion of our sacred Hindu yoga, which has been allowed to happen by weak Hindus, cowardly Hindus, capitulating Hindus. Remember, the Sanskrit Tamil Hindu word yoga, yogam, has absolutely nothing to do with the physical body. It means yuj, atman, brahman, cha. To yoke yuj to the atmana, our inner essence of Sat Chit Ananda. And then join in the greater source of Sat Chit Ananda, which is Brahman, which is not God. Hindus do not worship God. That's Christian. We understand Brahman, the neuter term for the greater forces of Sat Chit Ananda, which manifests in innumerable Nam and Rup. Hence, Ekam Sat Vipra Bahudha Vedante. The unified Sat Chit Ananda, pure consciousness, pure energy, pure light, heat, warmth, bliss, Sat Chit Ananda, which manifests in innumerable name and form to be respected. And following the Hindu Dharma, we have very specific forms that we use as inspiration, forms of devotion. Ganapati, Muruga, Shiva Shakti, Ganapati Krishna, Vishnu Lakshmi, Ganapati Hanuman, Sita Ram, Durga Lakshmi, Saraswati, Kali, Durga, Parvati. These are Hindu devotion. It's Hindus that do puja. We can respect the other religions of the world, and there are many similarities, but we never want to confuse the generalities and specifics. All religions have their devotions, but it's Hindus that do puja. Catholic Christians do Mass, for example, communion, Eucharist. It's Hindus that do Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Raja Yoga, Jnana Yoga. So remember, it is vitally important to not only realize that yoga is Hindu Dharma, but it's important to preface this word, for this is the lifestyle of what it is to be a Hindu, and it's respecting, in this case, the warrior deity Hanumanji, who is the epitome of the Karma Yogi and the Bhakti Yogi. So too, in the Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna is the inspiration behind the warrior Arjuna, there are chapters on Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga and Jnana Yoga or Yan Yoga. So it's very important for Hindus to clarify this misuse of the sacred Sanskrit Tamil Hindu word yoga, yogam. And remember, of all the classic Hindu yogas, the only one that the Hindu rishis said, don't display, keep it secret, is the very one that's totally abused today under the guise of yoga. Hatha Yoga, which by its very definition is worship, adoration of Hara and Hari, Siva and Vishnu, and the moon and the sun, respectively, Chandra, Surya. And why did the rishis say keep it secret, don't display it? Because they knew what would happen. That's why, through our weakness, through our capitulation, through our disrespect, actually, of what the rishis said, such as Yogi Svatmanama in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Hatha Vidya Bhavere Yavate Guya Nivere Tu Prakash Avaranam. This knowledge Vidya of Hatha is powerful, Bhavera, when you keep it secret, Guya. And it loses power, niveda, when you display it, prakasha varanam. And the other scriptures on the asanas, kundalini, ida, pingala, pranayama, along with the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, Siva Samhita, Geranda Samhita, Siddha Siddhanta Padati, they all said the same thing, all of them. Keep this area of Hindu Dharma special, sacred, secret. Not that it can't be taught, but it must be kept within the context of Hindu Dharma in a progressive, pade, step-by-step manner, and never openly displayed. And that is why we have all of this craziness, nonsense in the name of yoga today. You know, hot yoga, power yoga, doggy yoga, laughter yoga, nude yoga, goat yoga, beer yoga, Kino's yoga, putting his name on the sacred Hindu disciplines. How insulting. Iyengar yoga, Adrian's yoga, and on and on and on. Where's your inner warrior spirit, Hindus? Do you respect Hanuman, or you just pay lip service to Hanuman, the warrior deity, the Karma Yogi, the Bhakti Yogi? Do you respect the Bhagavad Gita and the chapters on Karma Yoga and Bhakti Yoga and Gyan Yoga? Do you respect the Hindu yoga, religious, spiritual, scientific, philosophical lifestyle? Do you support your mandirs and your ashrams? Do you go? Look every Sunday at every Christian church and they're full to capacity. How many mandirs are? Do you respect your pundits, your pujaris, your yogis, your swamis, your gurus? Or do you run away? Do you hide? Do you become a closet Hindu? Or are you proud to be a Hindu? Find your inner warrior. To this end, we developed a Hindu 12-step program, and you can visit our podcast on that. But it's basically 12 steps to help us recover from our weakness, from our cowardliness. Because we're all in this together. We've all been weak, we've all been cowardly, but it's time now to be strong, to be a kshatriya, to be a youthful, loving warrior. All three must go together. We don't want to become a warrior without love, then we just become a brute. And it brings out our youthful qualities, that inner zest and inspiration. And interestingly, when we use English and translate these Sanskrit terms, they all start with the letter V. V is both victory and the peace sign, isn't it? Victory through peace. And peace is not merely the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice. So in our Hindu 12-step program, all of these Sanskrit words, when written in English, start with the letter V. Vrata. Make a vow, make a promise to stand up for the Dharma. Vows are important. Vrata. Make a vow to exercise vitarka, vichara, vivek, reason, judgment, discrimination. And then stop, viryam, abusing the passions, virya. And then become a strong virya, accomplished viraja, warrior vira, with a backbone, vajra. And then you will roar with radiance, viru virat. Vrata, vitarka, vichara, vivek, viryam, virya. Virya, viraja, vira, vajra, viru, virat. Make a vow to exercise reason, judgment, discrimination. Stop abusing the passions. Become a strong, accomplished warrior with a backbone. Then you will roar with radiance for what is the opposite. If we can't keep vows and promises, if we become unreasonable, if we become illogical, if we lack discrimination, meaning discernment, if we don't stop abusing the passions, instead of becoming a strong, accomplished warrior, we become a weak, unaccomplished coward with no backbone. And then instead of roaring with radiance, we whimper in dullness. So make a vow to become a proactive warrior. Vira Hanuman. O Hanuman, youthful Devata, the epitome of karma and the yoga of bhakti, serving Sita Ram without a selfish thought, accomplishing anything you do with Sita Ram in your heart, saving Sita from the evil one, and healing brother Lakshman. Humbly teach us to be like you, just to serve and love true. O Hanuman, youthful Devata, the epitome of karma and the yoga of bhakti. Om Vira Hanuman Ati Balawana Ramanam Rasya Hari Prabhu Mana Basya Hari Ho 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 Prabhu Mana Basya Hari Ram Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman Ki Ram Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman Ki Vira Hanuman Ati Balawana Ramanam Rasya Hare Prabhu Mana Basya Hare Ho 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 Prabhu Mana Basya Hare O Ram Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman Ki Ram Lakshman Janaki Jai Bolo Hanuman Ki Vira Hanuman Ati Baluwana O Ramanam Rasya Hare Prabhu Mana Basya Hare Ho 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 Prabhu Mana Basya Hare O Raghupati Raghavarajaram Patiti Pavana Sitaram Raghupati Raghavarajaram Patiti Pavana Sitaram Vira Hanuman Ati Baluwana O Ramanam Rasya Hare Prabhu Mana Basya Hare Ho 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 Prabhu Mana Basya Hare Hanuman Ki Jai Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tattva Tattva Kritamashtakanjalam Baspavari Paripurna Lochanam Marutam Namata Rakshasantakam Shuhanamate Shuhanuman Ki Jai. Wherever the names and glories of Sita Ram are sung, there stands Hanuman with folded palm, with a torrent of tears of devotion flowing down his cheeks. The son of the wind, Marutam Namata, please protect us, Raksha Shantakam. O Shri Hanumate, Shri Hanuman Ki Jai. Be a strong Kshatriya, proactive warrior for the Dharma. You'll be doing yourself and the world a great favor. Stand up, just like Ganesha is, for the Hindu, yoga, religious, spiritual, scientific, philosophical lifestyle. Om Tat Sat. This is actually going to be our ashram message this year for Ganesh Chaturthi, as we always get an overriding message for all of us as a united Hindu family. Because remember, Mahaganapati, the first deity that we all beseech, he was created off the mud of his Mataji Ma Parvati to protect her, meaning to protect the Dharma. So he stood up as a youthful, loving warrior to protect his Mataji, even in the face of Mahadeva, Shiva, and his attendants. Unafraid. And what happened? He lost his head. What's the message here? That we must stand up and don't expect to win every time. Sometimes you lose big, but we often learn more when we lose, because we know the story, how it ends. Ganesha gets the head of the elephant, and he forever becomes the Mahavallabha, the superintendent, the overseer of the Hindu yoga dharma, because of his courage, his reminder to all of us to stand up for the dharma, stand up for principles. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But if you continue to stand up, you build your inner character. That's the real win-win. Remember, we're not just here for the material things in life. We're here to develop, experience the Atmana, Atmadarshana Paramo Dharma, as we move from lifetime to lifetime, going through all these myriad of experiences. We're all in it together. So stand up for principles. Stand up for the Dharma. And when you get knocked down, this is the real test of a warrior. Do you get back up? Do you try again and never quit? And never means never. And the good guru will push you to see if you are this proactive warrior, if you can find this loving, youthful warrior spirit inside of you. This is his responsibility or her responsibility as your guru, your guru ma, to make you that inner, youthful, loving warrior, which is Atmadarshana, Paramo Dharma. Follow the Dharma, and as we have said many times, say to yourself, I've got a dot on my head and it's really, really red. It's a bindu, because I am a Hindu, and I am proud to be a Hindu. What about you? And I do yoga because it is Hindu. Karma, Bhakti, Hatha is too. Rajjnana, it's all yoga. It's all Hindu. It's not bogus. Jai Hindu, yoga, Dharma.